Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Talk about the Detroit Lions. And found an interesting article about the Lions being ranked dead last in offseason moves by some executives from other NFL teams. They got the grade of a D, with the Carolina Panthers being ranked as the last team in offseason moves. And that's kind of sad though, man. But you know, these are other executives' opinions on the Detroit Lions. And you know, a lot of us were screaming about the offseason moves as well. The lack of moves, the lack of going out there trying to get a Jimmy Graham, or trying to get a Muhammad Wilkerson, or trying to get a Sheldon Richardson, or trying to get, you know, Dion Lewis, the running back from the Patriots. Some people had ambitions of us possibly getting Le'Veon Bell, who got franchise tagged by the Steelers again. The Lions didn't make a big splash in free agency. And obviously, the Frank Ragnow pick in the first round, a lot of people didn't love it. I didn't love it at first until I seen the Kerryon Johnson pick. So a lot of people are not approving. Well, NFL executives of other teams are not approving of what Bob Quinn did this year. They question the defense. You know, saying is the defense going to be any good? And they didn't make a lot of moves on defense. They didn't do this and that. They didn't get a splash player on defense. They're right. They didn't get that fast, twitchy edge rusher. They didn't go out and get that high price linebacker. They didn't go out there and get that big price defensive tackle or a solid end. They didn't go out there and do that. And we complained about that all offseason on the channel. You know, for everybody that been rocking with us since we rebooted the channel up, that was the number one topic. We kind of was happy when we found out we got Zeke Ansah back. If he signs the franchise tag, well, I think he did or will. We was happy when we got Deshaun Shedd. We was like, okay, yeah. You know, we was happy when we got Sylvester Williams. When we started making moves later into free agency. You know, Devon Kennard, we didn't know who that was. Christian Jones, we know he's from the Bears, but I didn't really know who he was. You know, Luke Wilson came later. We like, all right. You know, we cut Ebron. That was the happiest that I had been through the whole offseason. You know, it was no splash signings for the Lions. I remember when Malcolm Butler signed with the Titans, and they signed Nevin Lawson. That was like demoralizing to a lot of fans. So we can't say that they hate on us, because that's how a lot of us was feeling about the offseason. But now that we looking at the bigger picture, remember what Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn was saying. We not trying to build this thing fast. We trying to build it the right way and win for years to come down the line. So the draft, I like Frank Ragnow when I heard about him. Kerryon Johnson, I liked him on tape. I did a spotlight on him. You know. Tracy Walker, now it makes sense that Glover Quinn was expected to retire. So they had to get a safety. That makes sense. You know, Terrell Crosby, another monster, the offensive lineman. So some of these picks started to make sense. Really, a lot of them picks started to make sense. You know, and Bob Quinn has a track record for being good at picking draft, you know, rookies. For picking in the draft. So I'm not gonna question what he did in the draft. I'm gonna support him, you know. But the free agent acquisitions, man, we was mad. We was angry. We was irate. You know, a lot of us was demoralized when Nevin Lawson signed that 2-year, $9 million deal with incentives that could push it to $10 million. A lot of us was like, oh man, we didn't want him back. Malcolm Butler out here, and then in this corner out here, that corner, you know, we was angry. So we definitely feel what these executives and this ESPN poll was saying, but it's no coincidence, and I'm gonna link the article to the description as well, that the Panthers and the Lions had some of the biggest off the field issues this offseason. And Jerry Richardson having some racial issues and some sexual misconduct inside the Panthers organization, and being made to sell his team, and he sold it for a record $2.2 billion. Ain't like he really lost. And Matt Patricia, little alleged rape thing that was dismissed. It kind of clouded. So it's really not a coincidence that they voted these teams to have a subpar offseason with those big things looming over the team as well. But I mean, you know, the Lions want to have a plug-and-play system. They want to have a system where they can plug-and-play players similar to the New England Patriots. Mike Vrabel, Teddy Bruschi, they wouldn't have probably been the greatest defensive players in any defense. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kyle Van Noy. He left over there, and he was a dog for the at linebacker for the Patriots. Patrick Chung left the Patriots, didn't do much with the Eagles, wherever else he went. Came back for the Patriots. He was a solid safety. So you got to look at those things, man. You know, and they want to bring that system to Detroit as far as their defense. And they identify players, you know, for cheap. You know, didn't want to mortgage the future this year, and they want to plug and put these players in. So next year, if these players don't really perform, then they know they got depth. They know, okay, we didn't pay him a lot of money. He could be a backup linebacker. Because Lions, I think, got estimated $40 to $50 million under the cap next year, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what I seen not too long ago. So, you know, next year they could be players in a bigger free agent pool, possibly. You know, but they left a lot on the table this offseason. They was real petty with how they spent their money, and we let them have it. But, you know, training camp is in the air. You know, the summer breeze is in the air. High school football about to start back. You know, training camp about to start up. And you know what they call that time in the NFL? Optimism. Everybody's optimistic. Everybody is pretty much not realistic on the expectations of the NFL team. Everybody's real happy until we get to week 4 or 5 in the NFL season. And people start getting eliminated from playoff contention that early. You know, they start looking like a regular team. So, I'm not surprised. We get national hate. We get local hate from the media members here. You know, I'm not going to read too much into this, though. I just wanted to share this and speak on this. There's no real pissing news coming out yet. So, hopefully the next couple of days, we're on day 56 since the season ended without a coach and without a GM. You know, I want to keep y'all notified on that, even on Lions videos. So, it's down to Udoka and Dwayne Casey. Udoka is from San Antonio. He's married to Nia Long. I gotta keep saying that because Nia Long is so beautiful. And Dwayne Casey just came from the Toronto Raptors as a head coach. So definitely appreciate it, man. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Those links are in the description. And keep sharing the videos, man. We look for the push for 1,000 subs, and we almost there, man. So let's keep pushing. Let's try to get there as fast as possible. And like I said, I got some good, big surprises for the channel as well coming the season, man. So I definitely appreciate everybody for rocking out with Motor City Sports Talk. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.